So you guys are starting off in the capital city. So this is the same world that you play in when you play in the regular campaign. You're just in a different part of it. So you're in the capital city of Calgar, which is titled as Calgar. And basically, you're a band. You guys run together. You make a little bit of money. You got an agent. You got a roadie crew of goblins. And you're semi-successful, but you're coming up in the ranks. You got to fight your way up. It's kind of like Prince in Purple Rain. You guys are just chilling in your little band apartment, basically.
My guitar, that's like my axe, like actual axe that's turned into a guitar.
The lute that has the axe blade on it.
I'm just gonna gather my posse of goblins, get on the cow, prepare the fishing rod, and just roll through the town. I'm going to a tavern to fucking sing.
It's perfect. He already sounds drunk.
I'm gonna follow him to the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna play the drums.
I'm like following behind.
Play on tempo.
Shit.
Yeah.
So all of you guys are going to the tavern. Okay.
You guys are following the cow with like fucking 6 goblins on top of it.
This is a Hindu band, okay?
Alright, so you guys go down to the local tavern, which is around the corner, and that tavern is called The Underhanded Gambler.
The Underhanded Gambler, that sounds like someone's gonna put his hand in his trousers. I don't like that.
I'm used to putting my hands down people's trousers, but right now it's kind of the rest time right now.
Why are you doing Michael Jackson?
Fuck!
Damn it, not again.
Do the Michael Jackson.
Like you.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Play my guitar!
Alright. So
Exactly.
are you guys going inside this one, or are you going to a different one?
We gotta make some music, man.
Are you going to start playing in the tavern?
Alright, so we're gonna go to the fucking barkeeper.
Alright, you're going to go up to the barkeeper. So the barkeeper is up behind the tavern in the back. Looks like there's a lot of rowdy people inside, a lot of drunk people. There's a fight going on in the corner, but nobody really cares. And it looks like this guy collapsed on the bar with a knife in his back.
I'm gonna roll a strength check to pick up freaking Velnas and put him on top of the
I'm
table.
still on the cow with my posse, so be careful what you do, man.
Alright, are we not going inside?
I think we are. Oi, get these goblins to bring me drums inside.
Well, to be fair, they are your roadies.
They are my mariachi band.
All right, so the goblins are. So you still got to work something out with the bartender though to play in there. You need to set up the equipment. So you are still at the bar. So you're talking to the bartender.
Velnas, are you with me? Are you with us inside the bar?
Yeah, but I'm still on the cow.
The bartender points at you and tells you that the cow is not welcome. That you can come in.
Alright, good sir. But we would like to be able to perform here in this.
Why do you need a cow to perform?
You see,
That's a very unkind thing to say about this man's wife.
You do not,
Are you trying to roll to convince him of that?
you do not understand, sir. This cow is a great lover.
Moo.
Okay. If you're trying to convince him, you're gonna need to roll charisma.
Oh,
and
shit.
you got a 1.
Mm-hmm. Make yourself a daddy.
The bartender looks at you and then also points to the door and reiterates that the cow is not welcome.
Moo.
He does not want it crapping on his floor.
I rolled an 18.
What? So wait, what are you trying to do?
I just said it was an unkind thing to say to his wife.
Okay, so you're trying to convince him that the cow is legitimately the goblin's wife. Well, actually, I'm going to roll a wisdom check for the bartender to see if he can fucking do anything with this. No, he rolled an 11, so he's dumb as shit. So he believes that apparently somehow, some way, some priest has bonded this goblin and this cow in holy matrimony, and he
The
allowed
whole
the
group
cow
of
to come
goblins. Around, mate.
I'm gonna roll, see if we could see if he will pay us if we perform in his bar.
in. You're trying to convince him to let the
Yeah, and I got 17 for charisma.
Okay, 17 charisma, you rolled a 14. That is enough to convince him. However, he says that he will only pay you if the music is good.
See, that's where you don't need to worry. You're really, really good, and oh shit, and you're not gonna regret it.
Is there somebody in your group that's a little bit better at talking?
Hold on. I'm just gonna jump on top Chen's head.
You're gonna need to do an athletic check to jump up on his head.
Fuck.
So that'll be a strength roll. Roll the d20. You got a 9, so you're kind of latched onto his head in an awkward way, but you are at eye level.
Fucking dick and face and all.
Yeah, no, he's half on, like hanging on to your ear for your life.
I forgot to mention all the goblins only wear loincloths.
Yeah, that
So
is
we
not.
don't have ridiculous stuff
Why?
because we needed to afford the instruments and the cow.
Yeah, that is true. He those are all his boys, so he needed it. He's willing to let the cow stay because of Raka's convincing of the romantic bonds that apparently exist. So I guess interspecies erotica is perfectly fine for this bar. So he said that he's willing to pay you 10 gold to perform, but if you do well, he will pay you 20 gold, and on top of that, he'll have you come back tomorrow night to do another show.
Splendid.
All right, guys.
All right.
Let's get our equipment ready.
All right, so let's see how long it takes the goblins to set up the equipment. So you have the goblins, 6 goblin road crew.
Come on, not 20, not 20,
2, 3, 4, 5,
6
6.
hours later.
not 20.
6
Fuck!
hours.
Roll 6.
Right
Okay. So it takes them about an hour and a half to get everything set up, and the platform is a little bit off, but you can still stand on it. No, they set up like a stage for you guys. All right, so it does take them like an hour and a half to get everything set up. But you guys are ready to play. Everybody at the bar is kind of still doing their own thing. They're not really paying too much attention to the stage. However, you are presiding over everything at this point, so you can just start. All right. So if you guys are going to play, individual instruments, all you have to do is roll a dexterity check.
Oh, that's a net 20.
Jeez, and he rolled a 15. Okay.
How the fuck did he get a 20?
You got a D20, so you are strumming. You're like George Harrison on that fucking flute.
And I'm trying to like get up the crowd, fucking get them hyped as soon as everyone's. So while I'm at, oh god damn it.
So, all right, so you're playing the lute really well. Raka, you're doing the drums, not as well, but well enough where you're still standing out. And Velnos, you're kind of doing the whole like 90s that you can understand the rhythm of the lyrics, but the words all kind of bleed together. So now I'm going to roll for Kane side, and rolling for Kane, he rolled a 15, so he's stepping in with vocals with you as well. You all rolled high enough to get the entire crowd on the inside of the bar hopping and jumping, and everybody's having a party.
Woo!
Some guy just broke a bottle over another dude's head. Nobody really knows what's going on. It's turning into a mosh pit.
Yeah!
Woo!
Do the Lamb of God, Wall of Death.
Charisma check. Charisma
Well,
check.
somebody else is got to make that roll, because I'm not a Lars Ulrich drummer. I actually keep playing drums. I don't stand up. Cham goes down like the guy from Puddle of Mud. He tries to hype everybody up, but they just ain't having it.
Yeah, no, they're still kind of like beating each other up, but they're not really organizing all that well, even between you and Velnos. But let's see, maybe Kane can have better luck. Kane rolled a 15, so they're able to get organized on both sides, and I'm gonna roll a d20 to see how many people in the crowd are knocked unconscious.
That's not how mosh pits go down. They got to pick the dude back up and throw him back in the pit.
You said Wall of Death. They're doing the Wall of Death. Well, I got a 3 anyway, so they're all mostly fine. They're just beating the crap out of each other.
I have an
No
amazing
hardcore dancing in the living room.
idea. I have an amazing idea.
All right, what's your idea?
I'm gonna use change self
Okay, and what are you gonna change
to
yourself?
turn myself into a big titty elf GF and just flash the crowd.
Wow.
Okay.
So on top of his, I'm gonna use hit. While I'm doing that, then I'm going to charm the barkeeper.
Okay, you're gonna directly charm the barkeeper. All right.
I'm going to cast Spectral Hand to give myself 1 extra arm for drums, and it's just going to hit that fucking cowbell like crazy.
Okay, you do
Wouldn't
that.
that drive the cow crazy?
Nah, the cow's like a death metal cow. It's fine.
No,
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
It's a hellbow vine, like Diablo.
helpful vine.
It has Kiss makeup on. Yep. So you have successfully charmed the bartender. The bartender now wants you.
Well, I'm not charming him. Like I'm trying to.
That's literally what the spell does. Is it charms?
All right, fine. Listen, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm
Okay.
rolling with it.
All right. So the bartender is now visually flirting with you while you are on stage. You're gonna have to roll it.
Wisdom?
Wisdom. Yeah, you'll have to roll wisdom in order to not be distracted from your performance.
While we're out there jamming out on my axe, I'm like, Because I want that money. We need
Right.
that money.
Okay, you can discuss that with him afterwards. So, Velnos, so you are going to change yourself into the big city woman and flash the entire crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the crowd is going to have to roll their wisdom to see if they are not completely dumbfounded by what they are about to see. Some of them are, especially with the drunker ones. They fall over. A lot of the ones in the front row. There appears to be a man who is throwing gold coins at you, asking to have it done again. You are also still in that form, by the way.
I'm gonna just flash him again and start jiggling the titties.
Woohoo!
Okay, so we'll do another,
Wisdom.
or not constitution roll, wisdom roll, sorry. Oh god, okay, they're starting to get tired, they're starting to get tired of that. Maybe you did not make the vagina attractive enough.
Boo! Boo! We've seen better. They're too plastic.
They don't know what plastic is, but we're gonna go with that because they're all drunk.
They're
Those
too-
are real woman proportions. I'm gonna use audible glamour to like hype up the crowd even more while we're playing.
Okay, that should definitely encompass the room.
So while we're playing, I'm gonna use audible glamour to still hype up the.
Okay, so you're gonna hype up the crowd. So
Yeah.
I don't think there's any role that's involved in that. I'm just going to do a quick, again, wisdom roll for the crowd. All right, so your spell has hyped up the crowd sufficiently. They are all in on this. Most of the fights appear to have stopped or have been ended abruptly by people bashing other people with bar stools and bottles and various other things. And apparently the entire crowd is into it. The bartender is loving it, and you guys are killing it for the remainder of the evening.
Can I cast change self again?
So what are you
Alright,
going to change yourself into?
I'm going to change myself into Gigi Allen,
Okay, I don't know why, but go ahead.
and I'm gonna mosh the entire crowd. I'm gonna tank them all.
Okay.
Oh God, no!
You're gonna have to do a strength roll to mosh.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so 15. So you do successfully mosh with the crowd. You elbow the dude in the eye. He looks like he's out, and it appears that you are now in there like swimwear. You are stuck in the middle of that crowd.
So for my final thing, I want to see if I could end it with a bang. Fuck.
Ooh. All right. So you.
One of my strings puffed.
All right. So what were you planning on trying to do exactly?
A big like yeah. Just...
Okay, so you swing your loot up in the air and you bring it down and you accidentally cleave one of the bartender's tables in half. He is not pleased with that.
But he's still charmed.
Yes, he is still charmed. So it's not enough where he is going to be uncharmed. However, he might make you pay for the table. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you guys played through the night. You knocked it out. He wants you to come back tomorrow night. He's treating you to some drinks after hours as the locals kind of leave and the unconscious are dragged out by the conscious. But now that there's nobody in the bar, there's a knock at the door. The bartender goes over to the door, slides open. There's a little window kind of on the top of the door, slides it open, says that they're closed. The person on the outside, you can hear the voice saying, "This is a royal matter from the king. I must enter into this building and talk to these bards." The bartender then opens the door, and in walks a finely dressed messenger with a message.
Oh fuck, man. Oh man, they're gonna find out I'm not from this country. Fuck.
Pure and simply, my goblins are just gonna pickpocket this man. All of them.
Your goblins, all of them are going to try and pickpocket. Okay, you're going to have to roll 6 stealth checks and 6 dexterity checks. Okay, so you rolled it 6 times. So the 12, the 11, and the 9 are all successful. The 8, 5, and 2 are not. And
Oh my god!
There's 3 for that. So the first 3 goblins successfully rob him of everything, and the last 3 appear to latch onto him unknowingly as
So while that's going on, I'm gonna use hypnotism.
on the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you gonna make him forget exactly? Just that he got pickpocketed?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to get the goblins off of him first?
No.
Okay, so he does not remember. He suddenly his eyes go wide.
Alright, so the excuse for the guy is that the golems are just hugging his legs because...
Yeah.
You're gonna probably have to roll for charisma in order to actually convince him that they're just grabbing his coat or taking his coat or something.
Already did.
He rolled a 16.
Yeah, you successfully convinced them that Cham, you successfully used hypnosis to erase his memory from the point that he walked into the bar, and Velnos, you are successfully able to convince him that the goblins were simply trying to take his coat as a gentlemanly manner.
They are just enchanted by your clothing. They have never seen cloth so beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very nice coat. And Shamon! It's like Tourette's. I'm sorry.
Thank you, little friends, but I'll keep my coat. The other three do successfully pickpocket, by the way. You'll find out what they get later. So he does have the message in his hand, though, so he's still kind of confused. So he's still a little bit confused, but he gives you the message. It has the usual candle wax seal on it, and it's the seal of His Majesty.
Does His Majesty wish for us to play?
I'm just here to deliver a message to you. I don't know what it says, and I don't know what he wants.
So I rolled an 11 for to sneak behind the guy.
Let me roll a wisdom check to see if he actually notices you, because it is a well-lit room, and you're not exactly tiny. Okay, he does notice you. He's still holding out that message, by the way, towards, mostly...
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it.
Okay, you take that from him, he says, thank you very much. He then turns around to face Cham and lifts his eyebrow. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to leave now.
I'm going to play. I just don't like people staring at me.
Come off it, mate. You can ask him on a date later.
Okay. Alright, the messenger leaves, and the bartender closes the door back out.
Anyone have any cocaine?
Wait, Mike.
Yeah.
Does the guy have a bag?
Excuse me?
Does the guy have a bag?
He had a satchel on his side, but the goblins stole it.
They stole the whole satchel?
They stole everything off of him. You rolled 3 18s to steal. It's a dexterity check. They got everything. So now you guys have this message. The messenger has left.
I'm gonna slide a 1 gold to the barkeeper force table.
He says thank you very much, and you're still welcome back.
I'm gonna wink at him.
Okay, he leans over the bar and asks if you'd like to come back to his place.
I'm gonna say tell him no, thank you. We got things we gotta do. So
he says maybe tomorrow night.
I say you have a good night.
He also wishes you a good night. So you still have the scroll.
How much did he pay us?
He actually paid you about 50 gold. More specifically, he gave Cham's character 20 of it, also with a little golden key saying, meet me at the inn across town.
What did I get from pickpocketing?
Okay, so your treasure rolls. So you have a 14, a 14, and a 12. So the 14 is a gold pocket watch. The other 14 is a satchel that has 10 gold in it. The 12 is a small dagger that he had carried on his waist that is now gone.
I'm gonna just wrap that pocket watch around my neck and use it like a necklace.
I got an idea. I wanted to do a perception check to find the biggest, burliest dude.
Okay. Again, it's like 3 in the morning, so there's not a whole lot of people out there, but there are some, so you can still do a search. Okay, 8. You find a homeless guy.
Hey, I'm gonna give him the letter and the key.
Okay, you're giving him the message from the bartender and the key.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's a home goods, sir. The bartender told me to give it to you.
I think the guy has while his back is turned.
Wait a minute, you went after the messenger.
No, the homeless guy. I don't
Stealing from the homeless guy?
20, 17, 14, 14, and 10. Those are all successful stealth rolls. The third one is not a stealth roll. He does see that one. So that one does not get the chance to get a dexterity check. Now, the other 4 or 5, however, 14, 13, 10, 9, and 9, that will all be successful. So you immediately steal the key and the note that he was just given.
You're a fucking bitch.
You also steal all of his clothing, including whatever loincloth he had. And the last thing that you managed to steal is actually the bedding that is behind him that you used to sleep on. So you have successfully stolen everything from this man, and he has no idea, except he did see one goblin. All right, so Veldos, you now have possession of the note from the bartender and the key. I don't know what you want to do with it.
I have a few ideas.
Right. Okay. So, like I said, you still have the fucking message that you haven't opened yet. Okay.
The goblins are gonna deliver me everything they stole from the homeless guy, and I'm gonna read the letter.
The messenger letter says that the king has heard about Roberts through some of his constituencies and some of his friends, and he'd like a personal viewing. He's having a grand ball tomorrow evening, and he'd like them to be the centerpiece in the main room.
No stealing shit.